puppy. Come on.
Well, I first noticed he was stressed. He had been working for Zootherapy Quebec, and so he was at work all day, and I was at work all day, and I would go to pick him up from their office, and here you go, Bibo. And when we would leave the office, he would be sort of hyper, which was kind of new from how he'd been before. So we'd get out the front door and he'd bark, and sort of bark, at anything that moved or so on for 5 minutes, for a few minutes. And also go to the bathroom. He wouldn't have gone to the bathroom during the day, which is usually a sign of stress for dogs. And that's when the problems first started happening. With Bibo, imminent bad behavior is usually when we're outside. So usually it's when he's very attentive to what's going on around him. So he'll start sort of walking, pushing forward, looking, panting slightly, maybe licking his lips, which is a sign of stress. He's got a very sort of forward and alert kind of stance, in the sense that he's paying maybe too much attention to things going on around. So the puzzles, one of the first behaviorists I worked with talked about mentally stimulating the dog, especially if a dog is smart and they get bored. Bibo's a fairly smart dog, and so he needs that kind of distraction. He needs to be mentally stimulated as well as physically stimulated. It's not just enough to go for a walk, he has to be mentally challenged. That's the concept. So the puzzles are different ways. The ones I have are Nina Ottesen puzzles that are fairly well known in that dog puzzle community, if there is such a thing. And basically Bibo has to sort of problem solve, figure out how to do something in order to get a treat.
Good puppy. All done.